Hello, hello. Welcome back to My Simple English Podcast. I am Mark, and today I am wearing my favorite rubber boots and a hat with many pockets.
Hi, Mark, and hello to all our listeners. Mark, you look very different today. Are you going to work in the garden?
Not the garden, Sarah. Today I am going to the water. Our topic today is a very relaxing and ancient hobby. Today we are going to go fishing.
I love the idea of fishing. It is so quiet. You sit by the water, you look at the trees, and you wait for a fish to say hello.
In this episode, we will teach you the English words for all the equipment you need. We will talk about the different places to fish and the names of common fish you might catch.
We will also learn some fishing phrases and, of course, have our shadowing practice so you can repeat the words after us.
So, let's pick up our gear and head to the lake. Sarah, what is the most important thing a fisherman needs?
You need a fishing rod.
The fishing rod. It is a long, flexible stick. In the UK, they sometimes call it a fishing pole.
Attached to the rod, you have a reel. That is the round part that holds the fishing line.
The line is a thin, strong string, and at the end of the line, you need a hook.
The hook is sharp. You must be very careful with your fingers.
To make the fish want the hook, you need bait.
Bait. This is the food for the fish. Some people use worms.
Yuck! Real worms are a bit wiggly. Other people use lures.
A lure is a fake fish made of plastic or metal. It looks like a real snack to a big fish, but it is just a trick.
If you want to know when a fish is biting your hook, you use a bobber.
In some countries, they call it a float. It stays on top of the water. When it goes under the water, plop, you know you have a fish.
Now, where do we go to fish? There are three main places.
First, there is freshwater fishing. This is in lakes, rivers, and ponds.
I like lake fishing. The water is very still. It's like a mirror.
Second, there is saltwater fishing. This is in the ocean or the sea.
Ocean fishing is more difficult. The waves are big, and the fish are often much larger and stronger.
And third, there is deep sea fishing. You take a big boat far away from the land to catch giant fish like tuna or marlin.
For a beginner, I think a small pond or a river is the best place to start.
I agree. Now, Mark, let's imagine we are at the river. What is the verb for the action of throwing the line into the water?
The verb is to cast.
To cast. You hold the rod, you move your arm back, and then you cast the line into the water.
Then you wait. This is the hardest part of fishing for some people. You must have a lot of patience.
Patience. Fishing is a slow hobby. You might wait for 10 minutes, or you might wait for 3 hours.
But suddenly you feel a tug.
A tug. The line pulls, the rod bends. Now you must reel it in.
You turn the handle on the reel to bring the fish closer to you. It is a fight between you and the fish.
Once the fish is near the land or the boat, you use a net to scoop it out of the water.
Victory! You caught a fish.
Now you have a choice. Some people keep the fish to eat it for dinner.
And other people do catch and release.
Catch and release. This means you take a photo of the fish, you say goodbye, and you put it back into the water so it can keep living.
I like catch and release. I think the fish are happier that way.
Me too. Now, listeners, let's do some shadowing practice. Repeat these fishing words after us.
I am going fishing at the lake. I need a new fishing rod. The fish is biting my bait.
Be patient and wait for the fish.
I caught a big fish today.
Let's release the fish back into the water.
The ocean is great for saltwater fishing.
Don't forget the worms for bait.
Great job! You sound like a real pro.
Mark, we have the tools and the place, but what about the fish? What are the names of the fish people usually catch?
In freshwater, a very common fish is the trout.
Trout. They are very beautiful and they live in cold rivers.
There is also the bass. Bass are very popular in America. They are strong and they jump out of the water.
And in the ocean, people often catch salmon or cod.
Salmon is delicious. It is the pink fish that many people eat in restaurants.
When you go fishing, you also need a tackle box.
A tackle box is like a toolbox for fishermen. It has many small compartments for your hooks, your lines, and your extra lures.
It's important to stay organized. You don't want to lose your favorite hook in the grass.
And because you are near water, you should always think about safety.
Yes, if you are on a boat, you must wear a life jacket.
Even if you are a good swimmer, a life jacket is a must. The water can be cold and the currents can be strong.
And what about the sun, Mark?
Oh yes, you are outside all day. You need sunscreen and polarized sunglasses.
Polarized sunglasses are special. They help you see through the reflection on the water so you can actually see the fish swimming.
It feels like you have X-ray vision.
Fishing is also a very social hobby. Many people go fishing with their grandfather or their father.
It's a great time to talk and tell stories. In English, we often talk about the one that got away.
Haha, every fisherman has a story about a giant fish that was almost in the boat, but then the line broke and the fish escaped.
It was this big, Sarah, I promise.
Sure it was, Mark. Sure it was.
Fishing teaches us to enjoy nature. You see birds, you see frogs, and you breathe the fresh air.
It is the opposite of a busy city life. No phones, no computers, just the sound of the water.
But wait, Sarah, there is another type of fishing that is very famous in England and Scotland. Fly fishing.
Fly fishing. This looks like a dance. The fisherman moves the rod in a big circle over his head.
They use a very light lure that looks like a fly, the insect. They want the fly to land softly on the water.
It takes a lot of skill to do that correctly. I think I would just hit myself with the line.
It takes practice, but that is the fun of a hobby. You get better every time you go.
Mark, we have covered the basics, but there are so many secrets to catching a big fish.
You are right. We need to talk about the best time of day to go and what to wear when the water is freezing cold.
And we need to talk about the ice fishing in the north.
Oh, that is a very cold story. That's right, Sarah. Ice fishing is for the brave people. They go out onto a frozen lake in the middle of winter.
It sounds very cold. How do they get the fish out if the water is covered in ice?
They use a tool called an auger. It is like a giant drill. You use it to make a round hole in the thick ice.
And then you sit on a small chair and wait. Sometimes people build small houses on the ice called fishing shanties to stay warm.
Exactly. They have a little heater inside and they drink hot coffee. It is a very different way to fish.
Now, Mark, let's talk about the time of day. Most fishermen say you have to wake up very early.
Yes, the early bird catches the fish. Fish like to eat at dawn when the sun is coming up and at dusk when the sun is going down.
So, if you want to be successful, you should set your alarm for 5 o'clock in the morning.
I love being on the water at dawn. It is very quiet. The water is like glass and the air is cool.
But what do you wear? If you are standing in a river, won't your clothes get wet?
That is why we have waders.
Waders. These are like giant waterproof pants that go all the way up to your chest. They have boots attached to them.
With waders, you can walk right into the middle of the river and stay completely dry.
Just be careful not to fall over. If the waders fill with water, they become very heavy.
That is true. Always wear a belt with your waders for safety.
Now, let's talk about the catch. When the fish is out of the water, it is very slippery.
Yes, because they have scales and a layer of slime to help them move through the water.
If you are going to eat the fish, you need to scale it and gut it.
Those are some messy words. Scaling means removing the hard scales with a knife. Gutting means cleaning the inside of the fish.
It is a lot of work, but fresh fish tastes much better than fish from the supermarket.
If you are at the beach, you can try surf fishing.
Surf fishing. This is when you stand on the sand and cast your line into the waves of the ocean.
You need a very long rod for surf fishing because you want to throw the bait very far into the sea.
It is a great way to enjoy the beach and try to catch dinner at the same time.
Mark, what about fishing tournaments?
Oh, those are very serious. People pay money to enter a competition. They try to catch the heaviest fish or the most fish in one day.
Some people have very fast boats with big engines just for these competitions. We call them bass boats.
It is a big business. But for me, I prefer the simple way. Just a rod, a hook, and a quiet place.
Me too. It is a great way to disconnect from the digital world. No emails, no social media, just you and the nature.
And it's a great way to learn English. You can learn the names of animals, the names of tools, and words for the environment.
Exactly. Let's do a quick review of the most important fishing words we learned today.
Okay, I'm ready.
Fishing rod,
The stick you use to catch the fish.
bait,
The food you put on the hook to attract the fish.
to cast,
The action of throwing your line into the water.
reel it in,
Turning the handle to bring the fish to you.
catch and release,
Putting the fish back into the water alive.
waders.
Waterproof pants for standing in the river.
Perfect. Our listeners are now ready for a fishing trip.
Before we go, we have a question for you. Have you ever been fishing?
And if you go fishing, what is the biggest fish you ever caught?
Tell us your stories in the comments, even if it's a story about the one that got away.
We love to read your English practice in the comment section. It makes us very proud.
Thank you for joining us on My Simple English podcast. You are doing a wonderful job.
Remember, learning English is a bit like fishing. You need to be patient, you need the right tools, and eventually you will have a great result.
That is a beautiful comparison, Mark.
Thank you, Sarah. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.
We have many more simple English lessons coming your way.
See you in the next episode. I'm Mark.
And I'm Sarah.
Happy fishing. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.